Okay, I love Disney World, but the wokeness is ruining the experience. This is the greatest article that's been written, okay? Let me play some music for this. I love Disney World, but wokeness is ruining the experience. Commentary on the Orlando Sentinel by this guy. Okay, first and foremost, Disney adults, make it just harder to bully you, please. Like, I feel like Disney adults literally cannot help themselves. Like, they just constantly make it so that it's impossible not to bully them. Whether it's like Disney boarding, which is what I found out recently because of TikTok, or whatever the this is, okay? I love Disney World, but wokeness is ruining the experience. Okay, first of all, it's a children's place. Like, what? It's not supposed to be like even PG-13. Okay, it's for babies. Babies go to Disney. It is marketed for the entire family. Did I say boarding again? I meant Disney bounding. I said boarding again. I'm being Disney boarded right now. Jonathan Van Boskirk wrote this article. My family and I have been loyal Disney customers for decades. We vacation at Disney World every year. We take a Disney cruise every year or two. Consequently, we spend way too much money in Orlando. Unfortunately, I am strongly rethinking our commitment to Disney and thus Orlando. You have lost a loyal customer, sir. The more Disney moves away from the values and vision of Walt Disney. Wait, I'm sorry. What does he mean by this? What values is he talking about, dude? Why is there not more anti-Semitism and racism and also union busting in Disney? Anyway, the less Disney World means to me. Disney is forgetting that guest immersion is at the core of their business model. This is a roleplay frog, dude. It's like, this guy is backseating Disney in the worst way, dude. Okay. Disney is forgetting that guest immersion is at the core of his business model. When I stand in Galaxy's Edge or Fantasyland, I know I'm in a theme park, but through immersion and my willingness to set the real world aside, something magical happens. -1. The spell is broken when the immersive experience is shattered by the real world, and boy, has Disney been breaking the immersion. Recently, Disney announced that cast members are not permitted to display tattoos, wear inclusive uniforms, and display inclusive haircuts. Wait, what? Disney did all of this in the name of allowing cast members to express themselves. What? The problem is, I'm not traveling across the country and paying thousands of dollars to watch someone I do not know express themselves. I am there for the immersion and the fantasy, not the reality of a stranger's self-expression. I do not begrudge these people their individuality, and I wish them well in their personal lives, but I do not get to express my individuality at my place of business. What is this, Dad? I do not get to express my individuality. You know this means like he wants to speak like, oh, it's me, Mickey. Like that's what he wants to do at work, but they won't let him. So they are oppressing me. More broadly, like many corporations, Disney's been politicizing its business. Full disclosure, I am Christian and a conservative Republican, so the people who run Disney and I do not see eye to eye. You'd be wrong about that, friendo. The difference today is that the people who run Disney use social media to scream to the whole world that their decision has been made for political reasons. Like what? Like when they literally were like, fuck COVID restrictions, we are opening Disney World back so that everyone that works there can get COVID. Is that what you mean? You know, left-leaning opinions like that. These people are so fucking brutal, dude. First of all, theme parks across the board are just remnants of a caste system, unironically. Like the real caste system you can see inside of fucking theme parks with like fast access passes and all this other shit. Like there is no democratic process within theme parks, okay? If you just simply look beyond the curtain a little bit, you will also recognize horrific employee exploitation, like worker exploitation, workers not even being able to fucking behave as human beings, but instead slaves trapped inside of these warm ass fucking costumes that they have, where they have to behave like a character all fucking day long. Anyway, Disney's in the process of taking the woke scalpel to the Jungle Cruise. The Trader Sam is out because he might offend certain people. Every grown-up in the room realizes that Trader Sam is not a representation of reality and is meant to be a funny and silly caricature. It is no more based in racism than every Disney caricature of an out-of-touch white American dad. Wait, first of all, brother, wait, what is Trader Sam? Is that even a real thing that's like happening? Oh. Okay, this is... I didn't even know Disney had this. Yeah. Why can't we still see remnants of colonialist interpretations of black and brown people? When I go to Disney, I want to see that. I'm sick and tired of this. The next time I run Jungle Cruise, I will not be thinking about the gloriously entertaining puns of the skippers. I will be thinking about Disney's political agenda. That's a mood killer. Disney proclaims that Splash Mountain must change because of its association with Song of the South. Disney owns Splash Mountain, so it can do what it wants. But if Disney screams at the top of its corporate voice, which is pretty loud, it is changing it to appease a certain political point of view. Now every time when I look at the ride, I am thinking about politics. This is the best conservative article ever written, because conservatism is this. This is what conservatism is. You understand? Like, it's about feeling as though like a mega corporation making a calculated capitalist financial decision to, I don't know, be as like marketable to as many people as possible is personally ruining this person's life, okay? Like, you are desperately seeking out grievances where no such grievances should exist. It's great. Yet somehow he isn't the snowflake. Yeah, I know. So, what is it? Song of the South? What the fuck? What is that? I don't even know what that is, but it's association with Song of the South. It's a 1946 American live-action animated musical drama film produced by Walt Disney.
The Song of the South takes place on a plantation in Georgia in the 1800s where African Americans and Caucasians live in blissful harmony.
Oh.
There seem to be no problems at all on Grandma's plantation, and that's exactly where the problem is.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this movie, dude? Oh shit!
It's never quite mentioned in what time period this movie is set, but it really looks like a plantation full of happy-go-lucky slaves who are more than pleased to do the bidding of their masters. Disney tries hard to obscure the fact that the song...
Fuck, dude, finally. Why can't they make non-political movies like this, dude? I'm sick and tired of these political movies. Why can't they make a movie that is clearly not political like this one? You know what I'm saying? Finally, getting politics out of my video games and politics out of my movies, dude. What is this, bro? I actually watched this recently and it made the slaves look so happy and cute. This is like Birth of a Nation style racism, but somehow even more nefarious, because Birth of a Nation is like very expressly racist, right? It's like it has a designated goal. Like, you watch it and you're like, oh, this is what the fuck is going on. Like, you're supposed to watch it and consume it and be taken over by the propaganda. This is somehow more nefarious because it's like, no, you don't understand. Black people love being subjugated in this way. Come on, they're so happy. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Birth of a Nation wants you to hate black people. Song of the South wants you to think you're doing a good thing for black people by enslaving them. Yeah, exactly. The worst part is that it came out in 1948. What the fuck, dude? Let me say something. This is on an entirely different level than like Dr. Seuss making like anti-Japanese propaganda during World War II and then apologizing for it. This is literally an entire franchise built upon whitewashing slavery and trying to get people to I don't know, reminisce about the good old days when black people were enslaved in fucking plantations and, you know, doing so by mischaracterizing the horrific brutality of enslaving an entire group of people. What the fuck, dude? I like Disney back in the 40s, but they ruined my immersion when the wokeristas started letting minorities in. And the irony is, like, when people say you want to erase our history, what they fail to recognize is this literally erases the history of slavery, dumbass. When you turn the worst thing humans have ever done to other humans into something that is entirely untrue, pure fabrication, a fantasy that like the dominant white slave owning class decided was going to be the truth, you are literally you are actually erasing history in that respect. Madness. My grandma took me to see this in the mid 80s. I was probably one of the last children to watch in the theaters in the 80s. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Okay, wow, this Disney journey is taking us on a fucking really weird place. Okay. The same with Pirates of the Caribbean. Disney has made significant changes to Pirates of the Caribbean over the years. Whether Disney caved to political pressure or really thought their altercations were necessary is irrelevant. Wait, what? So now he's mad about Pirates of the Caribbean? Listen, if Pirates of the Caribbean was historically accurate, those motherfuckers would be ass blasting one another, okay? And like freeing fucking slaves and shit, okay? What do you mean Pirates of the Caribbean is not historically accurate? Like, pirates are fucking communist homosexuals, except for fucking Blackbeard, that piece of shit. I feel personally slighted by Blackbeard. Blackbeard ruined my immersion by working with slavers in North Carolina. Pirates chasing women to rape them was my favorite part when I was a 4-year-old girl. What the fuck? There was a fucking Wait, what? Wait, what was going on? Dude, I don't know shit about fucking Disney, but it's real weird, dude. And I know it has like an insane fandom, right? Pocahontas romanticizes and skirts over the atrocities committed by Europeans against Native Americans. Belle teaching Beast to be a good man and Beauty and the Beast sends questionable message about relationships to young women. And okay, some of these are stretches, right? In 1967's Jungle Book, King Louis and his subjects can be interpreted as anti-black caricatures. Pinocchio essentially becomes a child slave. Oh God, I didn't even think about it like that. Every moment of Song of the South is offensive. True. Okay, that is true. Okay, that one is like straight up, like across the board. Iconic kiss in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is non-consensual. That's true. The crows from Dumbo reference Jim Crow laws and portray anti-black stereotypes. What the fuck? One of them was named Jim Crow. Give me a video of the crows. Let's see. The crow video. Dumbo, when I see an elephant fly.
Did you ever see an elephant fly? Well, I seen a horse fly.
Oh my God, it literally sounds like Jimmy Fallon trying to do Chris Tucker. Or no, Eddie Murphy. Was he doing Eddie Murphy? I think he was doing Eddie Murphy. Did you ever see an elephant fly? Ooh, I'm black, by the way. Or fucking Chris Rock. I fucked it up 3 times. It was Chris Rock. Whatever. Oh my God, dude. This is crazy. What the fuck?
I seen a dragonfly. I seen a house fly.
See more racism on this channel from you watching Disney clips from 10 season Crowder clips. Yeah. No institutional racism, by the way, is not riddled throughout American culture, by the way. Yeah, like this kind. Okay, so here's the thing. This is like how do I describe it? It's like innocuous. I mean, aside from the on the nose way of like mentioning that one of the crows is fucking literally named Jim Crow. It's not even like the person who drew this wasn't even thinking twice about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yeah, this is, you know, these crows are black and one of them is named Jim Crow. Do you see what I'm saying? It somehow makes it worse than like in his mind, he thinks he's doing like a cool thing. Probably the person who drew it wasn't doing it for the racism. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Like the person who is drawing these crows is just like, this is all he knows of black stereotypes. He's like, yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm just portraying them as you know, black crows, and we're gonna call one of them Jim Crow. It's like so deeply ingrained in the way that he lives and in a part of his existence that it's like that's the way he chose to portray these characters. Look up Disney Tar Baby. What? Tar Baby? Is that even a word I can say? I feel like that's so racist that it might not even top 10 insanely racist moments. Okay, we skipped some of these. We already saw them over and over again.
Early versions featured a troubling scene between Santa and a pair of dolls, as the toy maker is overseeing quality control on the assembly line. A white doll comes down a conveyor belt, says Mama, and gets approved by Santa. Then a black doll tumbles down the belt, says Mammy, and stamps her own butt, as Santa watches on and laughs. Given that the word Mammy was
okay, what the fuck?
Slang for a black nursemaid in the time of slavery, and the doll's exaggerated features, it's no wonder Disney removed this.
The craziest thing, this movie came out in 1994. No, I'm just kidding.
King Louis and his ape subjects are the only characters that speak in jive slang, popular with black jazz musicians of the day.
I wonder why they chose to do that. I wonder what the reasoning was for that.
Richard M. Sherman was one of the songwriters on the film and has been quoted as initially wanting jazz legend Louis Armstrong.
Guys, the lack of politics in these movies are fucking awesome. I mean, I'm serious, guys. Fucking, why can't we go back to these non-political movies again?
Strong to voice the king, but balked at the prospect of potentially offending the NAACP with a black man voicing an ape. Number 6, Arabian Nights, Aladdin. The American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee wasn't too thrilled with the soundtrack for Disney's 1992 hit Aladdin. They took specific umbrage with a line in the film's opening song, Arabian Nights, where the peddler sings, where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. The committee saw this as...
Bro, okay, listen. As far as like Middle Eastern MENA representation or like Arab representation goes, like I think Arab people and I know for a fact that like Turkish people especially love this shit. Nothing triggers Turkish people like showing Istanbul as a desert though, or like saying that Turkey is a desert. That's the only thing that Turkish people cannot fucking stand. Turks aren't Arab, why would they care? No, but like whenever there's like Turkish representation or whatever, like people don't get mad about that.
The Aristocats. We continue with Asian stereotypes here, proof that negative depiction of such characters wasn't only limited to the immediate aftermath of World War II. Nope. Asians were still being drawn with the same old slanted eyes and outrageous accents in 1970, as evidenced by Shun Gon and the gang
Motherfucker is 1970.
in The Aristocats.
All right, we saw all this already. All right, let's see number one. I want to know what the fucking number one is then.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
You be my man Friday. Savvy? You Friday, me Mickey.
Savvy?
Who's there?
I'm the full price man. I'm working my way through college.
Wait, why is that even an honorable mention, dude? What the fuck, dude? Oh! Yo! I am so personally offended that Disney no longer shows the traveling Jewish salesman who is the actual wolf in the Big Bad Wolf stereotype. Bro, if these are the dishonorable mentions, like, what the fuck?
Number 1. Uncle Remus, Song of the South.
This shit is crazy. Like, I had no fucking clue that they just made a whole ass... I can't believe they made a whole ass movie like this, dude.
There were also a plethora of black stereotypes to be found, which eventually resulted in the film failing to receive an uncut home video release in the United States to this day.
Please see, please watch. What is this? The Warner Brothers Cartoon Selection 3 from the Jim Crow Museum. Oh, God. Bro, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, is this so racist that I can't even comprehend it? Like, I don't even know what this is.
Boom, 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 boom.
If the rhythm's been too dreamy. If the rhythm's been too dreamy.
That cut.
Past the green of pine and hit my trail, find out that land I die without a do-da. Do-da, do-da.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was going to get worse, boys. I didn't realize that, is this bannable? No. Why the fuck would this be bannable, dude? What are you talking about? It's fucking literally educational, in regards to, like, depictions of black people and minstrel shit. Why? It's from the Jim Crow Museum, dude. Is this like one of those hypnosis porn wigs, but instead of turning me gay, it turns me racist? Yeah. This stuff is so savage because it affected the way generations of white people perceive POC, and even worse, it tried to teach POC to perceive themselves this way as well. Yep.
Uncle Tom, we're glad we met you. Uncle Tom, we're going to get you. You're heading a trail for Hallelujah Land.
Okay, I'm done. All right. This is some good old wholesome apolitical anyway, listen. I can't believe we got here from the fucking guy who was like, I can't believe that Disney is no longer showing brides being sold. I am so mad. Okay, pirates used to be one of my favorite attractions. Now my family would ride it in our first day at the Magic Kingdom. Now we do not even ride it every trip. When my family rides pirates now, each of the changed scenes takes us out of the illusion because they remind us of the reality and the politics that forced the changes. Okay. Disney World is gonna lose us as customers if it continues down this path. I do not want to have Disney World taken away from us because Disney cares more about politics than happy guests. This should matter to the people of Orlando because if Disney drives away customers like me, Orlando loses money. I can take my tourist dollars elsewhere. I am going to go to the racism factory to just get all the racism needs I have, okay? I would rather keep spending them in Orlando, but people like me feel more and more excluded by Disney's decisions. The parks are less fun because immersion and thus the joy is taking a backseat to politics. Disney, please return to the values and vision of Vault. The customer experience should be the core of your business model. Immersion should not be sacrificed on the altar of political correctness and appeasing the Twitter mob. This is great. This is an incredible article. Thank you, Jonathan Van Boskirk, for writing this article all the way from North Las Vegas, Nevada. Incredible. I learned so much about how Disney used to be, I guess. Imagine going to Disneyland so you can pinpoint the tiny changes that remove, raise them, sex them, and the rise, and it bothers you. Yeah. And the values and vision of Walt Disney, not great. This is not how Walt wanted. Why is the Jewish merchant no longer a part of the movies? But Walt would have wanted me. HasanAbi. Vice wrote about the D versus Wolf debate. Twitch streamer Destiny and economist debate capitalism achieve nothing. Oh God. Yeah, this is it's a waste of time. I hope that people were educated by it though.